Hello, hello, hello. I just had a little run-ins with StreamYard here. I'm not so sure what happened, but I am live. Hello, everybody. How are you? Today is your Monday's Mindset. And do you believe in the power of your own thoughts? Did you know how powerful those your thoughts are? We're going to talk a little bit today. I was reading Think and Grow Rich, and I'm going to quote a couple of things from this book. But your thoughts are powerful, my friends. The power of your thoughts. If you haven't been like really zoning in and realize that your thoughts are powerful, let's have a little chat right now, and I'm going to bring some things to your attention. But if you're going to be like thinking now, I wasn't thinking that. Really? I wasn't thinking that. Really? Who is it that's in here thinking for you? But anyway, so if you're going to be joining me live, let me know where you're joining from. And if you're going to be watching the replay, let me know where you're watching from because our thoughts are powerful. And to say that I wasn't thinking that is to say there's a little man up in here that's kind of guiding your thoughts, right? Yeah. So let's chat a little bit. So my name is Yvette Garel, and I come to you live in this community Monday, Wednesday, Friday. On Monday, we talk Monday's mindset. We want to set the scene so we can actually create a kind of a happy, sober medium where we function in our business, in our life for the rest of the week. So I come here, we just have a conversation around a topic. Today, we're going to talk about our thoughts because we think a lot of stuff, my friends. Check yourself, right? So whether you're a social media, social seller, a network marketer, entrepreneur, anybody that markets your business online or offline, we're human beings and we think stuff. Stuff comes up all the time. We say stuff. So our thoughts are really, really powerful in either direction. I'll talk a little bit today about the thoughts that we are thinking, our thoughts, my friends. We can guide those. We have the power over them. So let's chat a little bit. So, how are you doing? I hope you're doing well wherever you are on this big blue marble. Yeah. So, in my readings, and I was particularly reading this book, Think and Grow Rich, right, by Napoleon Hill. And so many people have read this book. It is a very popular book in the entrepreneurial space, to Think and Grow Rich. But just think about the topic of the book itself. It says, Think and Grow Rich, right? Think and grow rich. That's a lot of power in that. Think. So that's a thought process. So as I read this book, and I got my pencil and I underline and I made my little scribblings, right? Because that's how I process it. I mean, I do audibles as well, but I like to have my physical book because I get my highlighter and so I can go back and reference those points. So in this particular chapter, it talks about the power of your thoughts. And as I read this book and and started to kind of reflect on my own personal um, journey in this life, I realized how powerful my thoughts are. Even for myself, for my children, in my professional life, uh, times gone by, in how when we speak and what we speak resonate with folks, your thoughts have become powerful. So you can speak like, the good book says life and death is in the power of the tongue. Now, remember that from the mouth, the heart speaks, right? So when we speak, we're speaking something that we have thought about. We're speaking something that actually resonates, just rest on your chest, like in your spirit. So you're speaking it, it comes out of you. It's like it's spewing out of, it's like you're a fountain and it's spewing out of you. Ever look at it like that? Whether you're read it, whether you're just sitting there and thinking about some stuff and you're talking about it and you're talking about it and you're talking about it. Yeah. So it's like it's flowing out of you. How many of us, how many of you have ever experienced someone, whether presenting information or just talking, and they just flow a river of knowledge or just experience and just flowing and just be like, you just take a little step back and be like, listen, you just like, because it's so much, whether it's their experiences, whether it's the knowledge, whether it's something to empower you, but it just flow out of them. The person is just speaking. They might have had experiences that they can share with you, but they might have studied the knowledge, the information, and they're now an expert. They have a lot of knowledge, and they just, and you just be like, you just, your eyes are fixated on them, and you just be like, and the information make you become like, oh my gosh, it's like you're in Wawa land or La La land. You just be like, oh, is it? Can that be right? Is that? Oh my goodness! It's like you're overwhelmed with the information. So our thoughts are powerful. Our thoughts are powerful, and whether we think, and it's in any direction, whether it's in the good direction or it's in the bad direction, for success or failure, if how we speak to things can manifest itself, because that's how we are thinking, right? Now, in I think it's chapter 2, mhm, of the book, I believe it's chapter 2 of the book here. No, it's chapter 1. The power of the thought, right? And so there's a famous quote here. I think it's they said it's from an English poet, Henley. Said, you are the master of your fate. You're the master of your fate, right? And the captain of your soul. Oh my goodness. I had to read that out about 6 times and do my little research around that. I'm like, what is this man talking about? We know that when we talk about the fate, your destiny, what's good, your existence, what's coming, it's your fate, right? You are the master of it. And why he said that? Because you have the power to think good thoughts that you can go in that direction, so you can think success or failure, right? He said, you are the master. You can't think for me, and I can't think for you. You know what I'm saying? You can't think for me, and I can't think for you. So I am the master of my thoughts. Do you know what I'm thinking right now? You don't know what I'm thinking right now, right? So I am the master of my thoughts. And this brings me to the point. A lot of times people say things, and do you know that's not what they're thinking? Hmm? Hmm. Oh my goodness, what is this? I was eating a thing and it left a piece of thing, and I apologize for that. But it's life, it's real life. People say things, but are you sure that's what they're thinking, or they just say that because it's popular, or it's just the best thing to say, or it's that's what they say it because that's what they know you want to hear, and all of that good stuff. So we've got to take a step back and know that our thoughts are powerful. Number one. Number two, are we are we saying what we are thinking when we speak? So this man said, you are the master of your fate. So however you want to think. So if you want to think success, hey. If you want to think failure, if you want to think, oh, woe is me, you are the master of that. And then you are the captain of your soul. Now, remember now, our soul is the part of us that takes on the desires, the wants, the lack of, the abundance, our will and our emotions. We want to do this, we want to feel this, that's a part. So if you cannot steer that ship of your soul, put it under control, your thoughts, right? And then I kind of read a little bit more of what this man is actually talking about. He said, because we have the power to control our thoughts. We got that power. You got that power. I have that power to control our thoughts. Yeah. You got that power and I got that power. Yeah, because you could say we could be looking at the same thing, same exact thing, same exact pencil right here. And you could be saying one thing about this pencil, and I could be saying another thing about this pencil. You just a while ago, I don't even. I think I was eating something, and a foreign object was left back in my mouth, and I just picked it out. And you could say anything about that, and I could say anything about that. But it's life, and so we think a lot, don't we? We say a lot, but is it in alignment? Are we saying thoughts of good things or things that our thoughts are like gearing us toward the success that we're looking for here online? Because we're talking about business. We come to set the tone for our business. We come to set the tone for ourselves in business because we are our business. So are we saying good things about the business that you're doing? Or are you be like, man, this is not working, just preaching doom on that thing? So your thoughts, because of the power behind those thoughts, what do you think will be the end result? This is a failure. Or are you saying, man, this is a success? Yeah, I might have a little bump right here, but I'm going to ride on right over it and I'm going to keep going. What are your thoughts? What is it you're saying? Because the guy said we have the power to control them, and we don't even have to say anything as well. There's some situations where it doesn't even require, you say anything, and so, but there's still a thought, but you don't have to speak, right? But if you're gonna speak to a situation, we need to speak life into that situation. So if you go back to the scripture in Ezekiel, when the Lord spoke to him, he said, son of man, can these bones live? I think it's Ezekiel 33 or something like that. Son of man, can these bones live? And he said, oh my Lord, you don't know, but you know. And he said, tell him what to do. And bones begin to rattle and bones begin to move and bones begin to, we know the story. We're not, yeah, we know the story. But it came from a thought because he didn't believe, but he was instructed. And he did follow the instructions and he realized that the bones could live. Now, what are your thoughts about your business? What are your thoughts about the business that you invested in? And what are your thoughts about the work that you're putting in? What are your thoughts about what you're not doing and you're supposed to be doing? What are you thinking? Are you thinking win? Are you thinking lose? Are you thinking success? Are you thinking failure? Because it's whatever you think. If you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. Henry Ford said that one. He's the owner or the founder of the Ford Motor Company. He said, if you think you can't, or you think you can. Either way, my friends, you're right. So, what are you thinking about your business? Are you thinking that you're going to be a success? Or you're thinking that this is not happening? Are you thinking about a failure? Are you thinking about I don't know, shilly shally, halfway here, halfway there? You've got to let your thoughts be so forthcoming, that you know without the shadow of a doubt that what you're doing is going to be a success, and you stand on that. My friends, we've got to know what we believe in, and we've got to stand on that belief. Because this guy in this book, Think and Grow Rich, we know the story, that when he went to the place, this man didn't care about him, but he followed the man around, and he made every opportunity to be in the presence of whatever he thought that was good for him, or he wanted to find out. And he worked his way up. He didn't, what that, what the, I think the writer said, he didn't even graduate, didn't go to college, he didn't have any education. But guess what? He had the desire. He had the desire, and he made up his mind that this is what he wanted to do, and this is what he's going to do. So his thought process, everything that he said, was geared towards the success of him learning this way, partnering with this guy in this company. He wasn't letting up. He was steadfast, moving towards it. So his thought process was, as Henry Ford said, I know I can. I'm gonna get it. Right? So if he would say, oh, I don't think I can, I won't get it. So goes, right? So you are the master of your FATE, your fate. That's a powerful word, my friends. You're either living or dying. That's your fate. Are you going to live, or are you going to live dying? Think that, woe is me. It's not going to happen. It's not going to, are you going to be living in the abundance of what you know is going to happen for you? So we have this thing, well, I've heard, oh yeah, I'm gonna be this. Claim it. Work towards it. Claim it. Put your finger on it. Yeah. So many people in my business or in my company, or this, I'm gonna grow my numbers to 500. That's your thought process. What you're gonna do? Put the work behind it and let it become a realization. But if you say, ain't nobody even joining my business, nobody look at what, that's what's gonna happen, because you are manifesting that thing. You've got to believe that what you say does have an impact, does penetrate or infiltrate or whatever word into your business, because your mindset it's so powerful, my friends. It translates, it's like the energy. So if you doubt yourself and you go in front of your group or your people on your team with a doubtful countenance, trust me, it's going to come out in what you say. Yeah, it's going to come out in what you say. And so that energy is going to be transferred. Your thought process is, the words you're going to use will portray that you're really not quite there. That's why in this business, we talk about posture. Hell yes, you need to posture up yourself. But how are you going to posture yourself when you don't know anything about the business that you're even trying to build? You don't know where you're going. You don't know what you're doing. What's your message? So you have to be know what is it that you are doing. What kind of problems do you solve? Who are you serving? What do you do? People ask you, oh, what do you do, Yvette? What are you doing? I see you online doing these reels, or you're on TikTok and you're on Facebook. What are you actually doing? I've got to be ready to say, well, I'm an online marketer and I help folks leverage the modern strategies of social media as they build their business online, not only building it, but to sustain it, grow their teams, make the sales. Got to be ready to spill it off. Or I could say, well, I am a believer in attraction marketing, and I use attraction marketing to grow my business online. I share what I do with other people so they can have the same success. You've got to be ready. So it can't be like, let me see what. No. You've got to be ready to what we call it the elevator pitch. Yeah. So your thought process, okay, you got to be thinking that way. You got to be thinking business. I don't care if you're on the beach or in the bar. I don't care if you're just in the supermarket, or in the grocery shopping, wherever, walking on the street. You, as a business owner, that has to be your thought process. Yes, you might be on vacation. Well, you know what? If somebody approaches you about your business, you should be able to talk, to say about your, you don't have to get into all the nitty gritty right there. You set up an appointment so you can go further with the person. But you should be able to say, well, this is what I do, this is who I help, and so on and so forth. I'd be happy to speak with you another time. Let's set up an appointment. You're not going to desert your family and take on the business. No, you've got to be postured enough that you can manage the conversation and move it to another time when it is more convenient to talk to that person because you're out with your family. You see where I'm going? Yeah. Or you give the person your business card, whatever your method. But what I'm saying, your thoughts, because you're thinking success. Now, success doesn't look the same way all the time. It doesn't look the same way anyway for everybody. Everybody has different methods or different ways that success reaches them. But you've got to be thinking. So if you're in the business, to grow your business, to grow your team, to make sales, to present yourself to the world that this is what I do. I'm a social seller here on social media or, whatever. You've got to be ready. So your thoughts have power. Your thoughts have power. What are you saying? Even about yourself. Even about yourself. Are you beautiful? Are you perfect in all ways? Are you feel like, oh, my face isn't right? Are you accepting who you are? are you are you just love some you, right? Because if you don't love you, are you gonna love somebody else? Yeah. So your thoughts are powerful, my friends. Your thoughts have a lot of power. Yes. I remember when God made this, He spoke it into existence, right? He spoke it into existence. He spoke it into existence. He said, let there be light. And there was light. He said, let the water separate. Yes, it did. So powerful are our thoughts. All right, let's not go into that. But but seriously, if you say you can't, or if you say you can, you're right. Either way, you're right. Okay. So when the guy said you are the master of your faith and the captain of your soul, I got a few more minutes left. If he had said to you, you can accumulate riches, abundance by just thinking about it. Thinking about it, yes. I'm going to be a billionaire in the next 5 years. Thinking about it and think about how you're going to let this thing materialize. Hmm? You got to be so intense with your thought process, and the way you're going to go, the steps you're going to take, what. Yes, and it's going to happen because that's what you speak. Yeah. That's what you speak. And so I hope that you're getting what I'm saying. Today is Monday, and we talk about Monday's mindset. Because I know that, because I talk to a lot of folks all the time, and I'm telling you the doubt and the fear and the failure and the feeling of failure and the feeling of being dismayed and, oh, nothing. No. But if we portray those traits or those attributes, or if we carry on like that, what do you expect? You've got to posture, you've got to operate in a space where you got the power to control your thoughts and you're going to speak positive. You're going to speak success. You're going to speak all that is good. That's why we have what we call affirmations. How do you think people come up with those affirmations? We speak those affirmations every morning and every night before they go to bed. I am worthy of a successful business. Oh, I am loved and all that. It is because of the power of the thought, plus you speaking it into existence. You're going to marinate the atmosphere. Every morning you wake up, you say, I'm loved, I'm a child of God, or whatever you want to say, I am blessed and highly favored. I am worthy of a successful business. I am worthy of put the words, I'm running out of words now. Whatever, all kinds of affirmation. Oh, you think those coming, you think, and you say it every day, it becomes a part of your system. It becomes a part of you. And no matter what people say, you're worthy. You're worthy of this success. You're worthy of making this money. You're worthy of a bigger house. You're worthy of a better car, or you're worthy of a new car. This one's been breaking down almost every month. You're worthy. You are a success. You are, you know, the child or the business owner who has the potential to. So you affirm yourself. This is thoughts. Think about it. This is so deep, my friends. The power of your thoughts. But we're not gonna go any further in here. I want you to remember this quote. You are the master of your fate, fate, and the captain of your soul. It is you that drives the narrative in the direction that you want it to go. Not Sue over there, Uncle Harry down there. No, it is you. It's your business, it's your life. So take control, okay? All right, my friends, this is Monday's Mindset. I will see you on Wednesday. Continue to follow me here at Yvette Guerrero Online. And and just we have lots more videos to in our on that page that you can access, because it is so important that we set the stage, we set the foundation for the rest of the week. So we go for it now. We work our business, we go for it, and we control the things we do in life as we have a plan to get to a certain destination. Things happen, along the way, but without a plan, you're not going anywhere. And the execution of the plan, because now the plan has steps and a pathway, and we're going to follow that. So control your thoughts, because they're powerful. Control your thoughts. So speak life into your situation, because nothing that you're doing is going to be overnight success, right? So it's going to be challenging. There are going to be some bumps in the road, but you have got to speak life and be positive as you move forward into your business and into your life. I will see you on Wednesday. Turn your notification on so you know when I go live. We're going to talk social media strategies. Yes, but remember now, you control those thoughts, and those thoughts are powerful. I'll talk to you later, my friends. Have a wonderful evening and continue to go crush it in your business. Bye bye.